Guys, my name is Daymara and the topic for my outline presentation is Foundation of Culture and Identity. The general purpose for my outline is to inform. The introduction will be intercultural communication has always been an issue, especially in multicultural society. People of different descents and backgrounds tend to have many differences and struggle to find a common ground, which is not usual, as being raised within the border of certain culture involve an individual into different practices and behavior. This may differ from person to person. The thesis for my outline is the culture is one of the forefront of the communication as it shapes one outlook and belief, allowing a person to identify oneself as a member of a certain group of society. In this thesis, in this outline, we discuss 5 items related. The first one will be define culture. The second, define personal, social, and cultural identity. The third one, summarize and non-dominant and dominant identity development. The fourth one would be explain why difference matter in the study of culture and identity. And the last one, summarize the limits of cultural diversity. The first one says the culture cannot be defined as a stable and unchanging phenomenon. Cultural peculiarity and preference are dynamic and flexible. As according to Judith, Martin, and Thomas Nagayama, even people engaged in the same cultural still do have different view and belief. The second one, secondly, there are a personal, social, and cultural identity. When the first can be changed simply and over time, the other two are more stable and connected with the society. Individual is connected with personal identity in both interpersonal components, general preference. Thirdly, cultures are profilated all over the globe. However, there are a couple of dominant cultures which usually considered by non-dominant culture as one dictating the condition. Different non-dominant cultures have been formed communication strategies they perform while interacting with members of dominant group. Now, the dominant culture development also includes certain stages, such as moving for unawareness of a status in the social hierarchy and unwillingness to accept the fact of superiority, to adopting the fact or hierarchy, the guilt, and finally to integrating the parts of the identity. Fourthly, the difference that exists between distinct cultures are significant. They define the way of interactions and their character. The thing is, people are treated inequally depending on the peculiarity of their roots, race, personal belief, gender, and sexuality. Nonetheless, being able to outline how to navigate culturally diverse society is to upgrade the mobility of the belief and the ability to communicate effectively. And the last one, as we stated before, it's important to understand the difference among culture. However, we have to outline the limits of the analysis career on his work, The Limits of Cultural Diversity. Harlan Cleveland exposed the problems related with it, especially when culture is used as a medium to maximize difference and create divisions among different people. In conclusion, the formation of culture and identity is very important in terms of communication. Culture is dynamic and changes over time. Personal, society, and cultural identity define the person, one's status in the society, and general belief. Culture can be dominant and non-dominant, so there are a confrontation between these two. However, both of them came through the stage of development of the final destination, of which is the integration of identities.